Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm gonna give you an update on my life. I haven't talked in a public fashion about my life in a long time. So I'm gonna cover the six major areas of my life. All of our lives have these same six major areas: body, mind, soul, purpose, people, and place. It's kind of my own vernacular, but of course I've drawn that from other teachers. So body, I'm 34 now, and the body category would entail everything from physique to like the way your body looks, to your level of athleticism and health. And in that regards, on all three of those, I'm doing really quite well. I'm in pretty good shape for a 34-year-old man. Not the best shape I've ever been in my life, but pretty satisfied there. It's gonna get better. No major health issues, just some minor things. I got this cramp underneath my left shoulder blade, and it just never goes away. I don't know what to do about it, but whatever. So still, body area, I'm doing good, nice and strong. Mind. So in this category, I would include things like thoughts and habitual thought patterns, as well as self-image. And you can also consider things like education, but I would tend to put that more into things like your purpose, because that's part of your vocation. But anyways, in regards to my mind personally, yeah, not bad. I'm happier than I've been in a few years, which when we get into some of the other aspects of my life, that might be surprising to you to see how I'm living and to realize that I'm happy. It's kind of surprising to me because a year ago, I was a little bit more comfortable with my life circumstances, but was extremely depressed. Depression sucks. Yeah, so mind. Body, I'm gonna give myself a solid like 8 out of 10. Mind, not as good, maybe a 7. I cry probably every other day, but then after that I'm happy. So that's not bad. And crying's not bad. You can have a good mindset and still cry, because sometimes crying is very necessary. Okay, soul. Well, the honest truth is that there's really nothing that you can do to degrade the quality of your soul, but there are certain things that we can do to either fall into or out of alignment with our essence. And things for me personally, that's meditation and working on my dreams and doing other sort of shadow work. So that's getting better. I've been practicing meditation regularly again for just honestly a few weeks, where I've been hitting it every morning. And for the first time in honestly probably a couple of years, I remembered my dream last night. I used to remember my dreams almost every night, and I would have lucid dreams once a month or once a week, where I would actually realize I was dreaming and be able to take control to some extent and manipulate my dreams, and that was always super, super cool. And now that I'm kind of just kind of getting in alignment with my soul again, those things are starting to happen for me. So soul alignment, I'd say I'm gonna give myself also probably about a 7 there. Not bad, 7 out of 10. Okay, the next category is people. So these are your relationships. This would include like your family, your intimate relationship, your partner, and also just anybody that you associate with. How strong are those relationships? So for me, I recently just moved back to Portland, and living here in Portland, first time I moved here was like a decade ago, and I just surrounded myself with all these truly amazing and inspirational people. And contrast that to where I was living just back in my hometown, where a lot of the people that are there are like the people who never got out. So I definitely am a lot more satisfied with my relationships, not only because I'm surrounding myself with more positive people, but I've been doing more to cultivate the relationships that mean the most to me. I've got a really strong relationship with my younger brother right now. It might be stronger than it's honestly ever been. He's really tolerant of me, so that helps a lot. And some of the other key relationships in my life, I'm not going to get into the details. Some are good, some are not as good as I would like. But overall, in regards to relationships, that's also probably, or people, that's how I frame it, also probably about a 7 out of 10. Purpose. So for most people, for myself, I really frame this as like my vocation, the work that I'm doing in the world. And not all of us work, your purpose could be just to be a parent or something else. I'm sure there's many purposes. It could be to meditate in the mountains your whole life away. Some people do that. Not for me. But purpose. So for the first time in a long time, I've been doing some online marketing work. I'm involved with a couple of different startups, and I'm really hungry to get back into public speaking. That's the most fulfilling work that I've ever done in my entire life, is being in front of an audience and being able to impact their lives simply with the words that I speak. That to me is like the ultimate power. That's where I want my vocation to be going. And it sounds like maybe I'm speaking with a lot of clarity there, but the truth is that I'm not as clear in regards to the work that I should be doing in the world as I once was. So not so happy in regards to the purpose area of my life, but it's definitely a lot better than it was a few months ago. I'm gonna give myself a 5 out of 10. And then environment or place, if you want to keep the P theme, people, purpose, place. In this category, we include things like media, because it's any sounds, any sensory stimulation. Place or environment is all about the things that you perceive through your senses. So right now, this wall and the sunlight and this dirt that I'm sitting in, that's all part of my place. But more often than not, I'll show you my residence, aka my office, aka my cousin's startup design studio, aka the barber shop. This building here was an old barber shop a long time ago, and it's been vacant for many years, and my cousin is now leasing it and retrofitting it into his design studio. Check out our sweet address. That's rad. It's an Enneagram. Let me just spin it. Look at it one way or the other, it's the same thing. Okay, let's go in. I'll show you the environment that I spend a lot of time in these days. This is where I keep my stuff. This area right over here is my stuff. And since I haven't, I've done basically the minimum amount of work until just recently, but for a couple years, I haven't had any money to buy new clothes. I've got about a week's worth of clothes. I gotta do laundry every week, because if I don't, I'm gonna be wearing some stinky socks. Oh, and let me show you where I sleep too. That's where I sleep. Upstairs in the design studio, you can see there's music equipment behind me, so that's kind of cool. But every night after everybody else leaves, I don't tell anybody, only my cousin knows I'm sleeping up here. I mean, my other family does. But I bust my stuff out of the closet, I lay it out, and this is where I sleep. Yep, that's my life. So, as odd as it is, it feels good to no longer be depressed. So in this video, I'm not going to get into all the details of that, but I promise that I will soon tell you some of the things that I've identified that caused me to fall into depression in the first place, and also the strategies that I used to dig myself out of depression. Kind of gleaned towards some of those here in this video. But that's it for now. Just wanted to show you what the life of Lennon is like. And I'm sleeping in this sleeping bag. This mat, it's maybe an inch thick. It's one of those air mattresses. That's my life. Alright, anyways, don't fret everybody. I'm not fretting. I'm happy. Peace.